For today's video, I actually went outside and decided to show you how autumn looks like in Germany. Now, you clicked on this video because you're probably wondering what these two things have in common and why I connect them to the cutest German holiday that's out there. I'll tell you in a second, but first, hi everyone, my name is Mix and you're on this channel probably seeing a lot of gaming content. I'm an esports host and caster as well as a content creator, and I travel quite a bit, and due to going to so many different countries, I kind of fell back in love with Germany, and I do want to share some of our maybe lesser known traditions and memes and stories with the rest of the world. So this is what content you're getting in this video. Stay tuned if you want to learn more about St. Martin's Day. St. Martin's Day is a lovely little tradition that takes part on the 11th of November every single year, which feels like the right time of year for a cozy little special holiday like St. Martin's is. Now, for those of you that are not familiar, the celebration is for a guy called Saint Martin of Tours, and he was a Roman soldier that in the end turned out to be a monk. And there is a particular reason that we celebrate him, because he is known for being very charitable, sharing a lot, and having a lot of compassion for his community. So those are values that we do want to celebrate and kind of bring to mind a little bit more with that particular holiday. So a little story time for everybody that's not familiar with him. Here's the most famous story about Saint Martin. When he was a soldier still, you know, soldiers used to carry these really heavy cloaks in wintertime because obviously they needed to be protected. He was riding on his horse through one of the smaller towns and he saw a beggar on the side of the street in wintertime. So the beggar was cold, he was freezing, it was nighttime already, and it was one of those nights that really kind of get into your bones. So instead of just saying good luck out there or tossing him a coin, St. Martin actually got down from his horse, split his own cape in half, and gave the other half to the beggar on the side of the street. And this is kind of a reminder on how important it can be to share things, even if that means that you might be missing something on your own. And I think that's just such a nice little tradition, and I'll tell you all about how we celebrate the guy. Now, no Christian holiday would be complete without Jesus appearing in it in some shape, way, or form. So after that act of kindness, St. Martin actually had a dream where Jesus appeared in front of him and told him, "What you have done for that beggar, you have done for me," which is why it is celebrated in Christian Germany as well. But I think even outside of that religious aspect, it's a really, really important value to share. So even if religion is not for you, maybe the holiday still is. That moment, though, for St. Martin was the reason on why he decided to become a monk, and there are many, many stories about him being charitable, collecting money for the poor, and doing loads and loads of things, like robbing a ship so that poor people could eat the grain on board of it. A whole boast of things, so to say. St. Martin's Day is a sweet little tradition that just focuses on community, generosity, sharing, a little act of kindness going a long, long way. Now, the one thing many people in Germany will connect with St. Martin's Day is actually the lantern marches, so to say. We call it Laternenumzug. A lot of the children will particularly participate in them, but parents as well, and sometimes the occasional teenager. In school and in kindergarten, they get to make those lanterns themselves. And then once it is dark outside, which in wintertime is quite early, all of the group meets outside and everybody gets their lantern, they get lit up, and they march through the village singing St. Martin songs. They're quite catchy and you'll have them stuck in your ear for a long time. And many, many people in Germany will at least know the most famous one. Maybe we can play it here for just a second. Now, once this Laternenumzug is on the move, as I said, all of the children will be singing along, and often, if you're lucky, your Laternenumzug will also have a Saint Martin cosplayer, so to say, at the very front of it, a guy on a horse that is dressed with a cape, and at the destination of the march, the Saint Martin cosplayer will actually stop and find a beggar, split his cape, and reenact the entire story. There's just something magical about it, walking in the cold, crisp air with your little lantern all cozied up with the entire community and singing songs together. That's very near and dear to my heart. When I was little, personally speaking, a little story time there, my dad used to bring his guitar and he would play the guitar so everybody could sing along, and I got to hold a torch because that emitted more light. So quite fun times for little Makes playing around with real fire, but most children will have a normal lantern. St. Martin's Day is celebrated predominantly in German-speaking countries, but some of our neighbors celebrate it as well, and throughout this entire region there are some differences, particularly in the Netherlands and the west of Germany. Children will actually, after the march, they will split up in groups, go from door to door, ring the doorbell, sing songs, and request sweets for doing so. So I feel like it's a little bit of Halloweenification that's going on there. I'm not from a region where that is normal, so I don't know how long this has been around, but when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, we just took Halloween and added it to St. Martin's Day. In other regions, though, you'll get Martinsgans, which is a big feast, like a Thanksgiving turkey, basically, and it is served with traditional sides like red cabbage and dumplings, like potato dumplings. Very tasty. If you get to try it, you should definitely go for it if you're in the region by that time of year and you're in a region where they have Martinsgans. One thing that is normal in the regions where the children do not go from door to door is that at the very destination of the march there will be a giant bonfire. We also call it Martinsfeuer, and at the Martinsfeuer is usually where that reenactment is, if it hasn't already been done on the march itself. And then all of the children sit around the fire and there's some more songs to be sang. And you also get a very specific treat, and you might have guessed it. It is what I showed in the beginning of the video. It's called a Weckmann or a Stutenkerl. There is like 20 different names for it depending on what region you're from within Germany. And it is very tasty. It's like a sweet little yeasty kind of dough that usually comes with raisins or chocolate. And it's just particularly connected to this holiday. You can't really eat them the rest of the year. You can't get them. I'll be trying to bake one in my stream if you want to check it out. I'll be doing more stuff like that in the future as well. So yeah, check that out if you haven't already. But the Weckmann for me is always like very special, as I only connect it with St. Martin's Day, and I think they look quite cute, right?
Stop the cap!
If it hasn't already become quite clear, St. Martin is about giving back. So even while most regions or countries in the world celebrate that for December, in Germany, particularly at the time around St. Martin's Day, is where there will be charity drives or clothing drives in schools and kindergartens, and a lot of people trying to give back to their communities, to the people that might be a little bit less fortunate than them. And I just think it's a really, really nice thing to do as the months do get colder and people do get more lonely, because you don't go outside as much. So I feel like that is something that maybe, more people could be taking care of. I feel like, especially in the older generations like mine, St. Martin's Day falls off a little bit. Like most people think it's only for children. And I think it's really important that we kind of remember to think about what St. Martin's Day is actually celebrating, and that it is about that sense of community and trying to give back for people around you. So yeah, if you're ever in Germany during the beginning of November, you should try participating in St. Martin's, whether it is sitting around the bonfire, taking part in the parades, or eating a St. Martin goose or one of the Weckmann. I think it's such a nice little special holiday that I feel like not too many countries celebrate. So I would love to hear from you guys. How do you celebrate it? To the Germans, is there anything I missed? Is there something that is only special to your region, like going from house to house, or to other countries? Do you celebrate this day at all? How do you celebrate it? And if you don't, did you enjoy this video and did you learn something new perhaps? I hope to bring more of these to you guys as we move on with this channel in the upcoming months. So let me maybe know what I should do next if there's something you're really interested in, and I'll try to put it on my list. I'm particularly looking forward to St. Martin's Day now that it is coming closer, and I really hope you are too. And even if you're not from Germany, maybe you celebrate it with doing something nice for other people. You can start right now by subscribing to this channel, giving it a like, or leaving a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. Smooth, right? And I hope to see you guys in the next video.